Don't mind them. Show them. Don't mind them. Show them. Move it on.
Want to say good afternoon, good afternoon. And of course, guys, it's that time of the day. It is time for Two Girls and a Mic. Your girl Kina is in the building. And let me tell you, Kina, what's up?
Not much, boo. What's going on?
I'm loving the hair.
Thank you. I love it.
It's like, oh my god.
Gosh,
like,
let's
So, yeah, tell me. I don't know. I'm really feeling your hair. Where did you get it?
The hair? Okay,
Yeah.
So let's just shout out Diamond Girls one time.
Pick up yourself.
You guys are always tuned in, so you know. They have a sale. You get 3 wigs for $100.
Right.
So I took advantage. I got a purple one, this blue one,
Yeah.
and I can't remember the other color.
Probably black.
I think it's a black one.
Yeah.
I think it's a black one.
That's what I'm thinking. I didn't even see it, but I'm just guessing it's a black. But yeah, big up to Diamond Girls. I usually go to get my products there.
That's where we shop.
And everything. So yeah, that's why I usually go to get stuff and stuff. So
Yeah.
big up yourself. And guys, it is time for Two Girls and a Mic. We're not even sure what we're going to talk about today, but we always have so much to talk about.
We already know what we're going to discuss.
Oh, yeah, we kind of know what we're going to talk about. So
Yeah. Let's get this.
Yeah,
let's
so
get
let's
to the
do
tea.
this.
Let's get to the tea.
So yesterday we had a discussion, right?
Right.
Pertaining people who like people.
Yeah.
Like it is obvious that they like the person,
But they're afraid.
but they're afraid. I don't know of what. I don't know if it's of rejection or something.
Right.
And what they tend to do is they push other people on the person they like.
On the particular individual that they
like.
Yes.
And just to see, I guess, if
The special individual will, you know, take an interest in the person that they're trying to push on them.
right.
I don't know. I'm wondering, what are you trying to prove to yourself?
What are you trying
though?
to do? Like,
what?
why not just say I like you?
Yeah, you know, like, why not just say, hey, bro or sis, you know, we known each other from kids.
I dig you.
And I like you, man.
Right.
You know?
I don't know. People like to make those things very, very difficult. I mean,
Right.
I feel like if you feel in somebody, the most that can happen is the person can tell you I don't like you. Yes, the rejection is there, but what are you so afraid of? No, and what? When a person tells you no, that's not the end of the world. I mean, there are so many other people not in the universe, on Earth. There are so many other people on Earth. I mean, the most you can do is take a leap of faith. You never know what might happen. Sometimes that person might be digging you.
Mm-hmm.
That person might have a crush on you, and you don't even know. But probably a person is feeling like, probably the person feeling the same way you feeling.
Right.
Like they're not really feeling you.
Right.
Right? You're not really feeling them, if you get me.
Right.
So sometimes all you have to do is take a leap of faith. You never know. Sometimes that might be the new boo.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? But I've seen people that way. Like they have a crush on somebody, or they've been crushing on somebody, especially if it's a childhood friend or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they don't want to make any moves or anything. Like they like to.
They just keep the distance, and it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you know what you keeping your distance for. And the funny thing is, they have little friends or family members around them, and instead of just, you know, coming up shit and say, yo, I like you, they try to push their friends or cousins or whoever it may be and be like, you know what, that girl says she like to see.
If I was in a situation like that, if I know I like you, I'm gonna make it clear I like you. If you don't like me, that's you, but I'll make you like me.
Wow.
Well, I wouldn't make you like me, but I don't know. I feel like the worst that can happen, worst case scenario, is you tell me that you're not interested.
Right.
So what? Okay.
I mean, it's not that worst case scenario. I mean, a lot of persons are afraid of rejection. You know, rejection is a big thing for some people.
Right.
But then, I mean, it's okay. It's a normal thing to happen.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, it happens. Like, it's not the end of the world, like we said. Like, things happen. The most you can do is say what's up. If the person is not interested, then the person is not interested. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen that done too many times where people, or even like sometimes, like you let that chance pass, and then later on you're regretting.
Right.
You had so many
Yeah,
opportunities.
so many times.
You had so many opportunities to say how you felt or to take action, and you never did.
What is even more funny is when that you know yourself and you like the person and you push one of your friends upon the person, that the individual that you like, and now you find that the individual that you're interested in actually takes on your friend, and now your blood wants to start pumping, you want to get upset. I mean, upset for what, sis? What you trying to prove?
Right.
If you like the boy, tell the boy you like the boy. If you like the girl, tell the girl you like the girl. You know?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to push people. Because I had this one person that did that to me. He liked me. Now, I liked him too, but I liked him, I think, way before he ever started liking me. But we started chilling,
Right.
And one of his friends came down, and he tried to push the boy on me, but I was like,
nah.
no.
Right.
And then I'm telling him, bro, I don't even like your friend. It's actually
Right.
you I like,
Right.
so, But we still friends. Nothing ever happened. Like, we had that whole drama, and we still friends. We still keep connected, But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with telling somebody straight up, yo, I like you.
I like you. I genuinely like you. Do you like me?
Flawless, I like you. Do you like me?
Okay, now let's not. You go.
Meh.
Anywho, but yes, guys, I feel like if you're interested in somebody, like just swallow your guts, just swallow your pride. Just say I like you, and whatever happens after happens. But yeah, but I think I was telling you that yesterday. I'm at the point in my life, and I said I wasn't going to share this, but I feel like I've turned off my humanity.
What?
Yeah, I've turned.
Is that when you said you feel like an alien?
Yeah, I really do feel like an alien. It's like I don't really feel anything anymore. I don't know if it's because I've been through so much,
Right?
or probably because I need a break from everything.
It's probably because you need a break from
Yeah,
everything.
because I know I've been going through a lot.
Yes.
But but I feel like at this point in my life, like if I'm feeling somebody and I say I like you and you tell me you don't like me, I'm gonna be okay, I'm good, okay. As this I said, what was up? But yeah, that is just me. I don't know. I really don't know.
I feel like we need to stop being afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is how. I mean, sometimes you meet somebody that you really like. They might not like you too, but it's okay. Sometimes they come around liking you, more than you expected.
Right.
It's just we just need to be truthful.
Yeah, just be truthful, be honest, be straight up. The most like I said, the most that can happen is the person says, "I'm not really feeling you. Probably I want to be your friend," and that's understandable. Yeah. I mean, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to want to be with you, but. I mean, just take the chance. You never know. That could end up being your child's father or your children's mom. You can have a happy life. Yeah, but I remember growing up, there was this guy I was really feeling. I was young, I was really young. I was really, really, really like feeling him and stuff. And I didn't know he was feeling me too. And I remember when I told him how I felt and all of that. I remember there was a kiss.
You got a full kiss.
I remember feeling butterflies in my tummy. I remember feeling loved. I mean, I was young, but it was nice. It was nice knowing that I liked you, and I liked you because I liked you, and you liked me too. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I didn't get rejected at the time, and it felt so good to know that all those feelings I've been feeling, like they were mutual. It wasn't just on my end; it was on his end, and that's a really sweet thing. I can't ever forget it. I can never forget that day. I can't ever forget him. I mean, we aren't on those kind of heights anymore. Like, we respect each other. All we ever did was kiss, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
I didn't even get a kiss, but I just know if I ever be like, bro, I need something, then But I didn't even get you. You lucky. You lucky, fam.
I remember him getting super possessive though.
Ooh.
And obsessive.
Ooh.
And I remember him telling everybody that I'm his girlfriend after he kissed me. And yeah, I remember those things, and he was just.
So you got trapped.
I
did tie you up.
He tried to. He tried to tie me up. I remember him going on and on about how he found the one, and I'm like, yo, like, it was just a kiss. What are you doing? Like, why are you telling people that we kiss? That's nobody's business. You get me? So yeah, it was too much for me at the time, and but now we're good friends. We're okay friends. The last time I saw him, I met his girlfriend and all of that, and he was telling his girlfriend, "Oh, that was his real crush before." And I'm like, no, I was like, dude, you don't say that to your girlfriend. Like, what are you trying to do? Gonna hate me.
It's okay because sometimes you're actually open, and that's what makes your relationship a little stronger. Sometimes it makes your bond a little stronger. You know, you see an ex of yours, and you and your ex are pretty cool, and you with your girl, and you just be like, babe, you know that's my ex. I really like this girl. Right. You know, I mean, sometimes I get that too. I mean, in the back of my head, I'd be like, bro, I don't even want to know this. Like, I don't want to know.
Like, you know?
But I appreciate the fact that he's open enough to be like, you know, this is the person I used to be with, but now you the person I'm dealing with, and I just don't want what happened with me and this person to happen with, you know, you and I, you know? So it's kind of cool. It builds a bond.
I don't think it's always cool, because
it's not always cool.
There are girls who wouldn't see it as that. There are fellas who wouldn't see it as that. They would feel like it's...
Especially if you exaggerate in the person and you keep on comparing or talking about this person.
Oh, that person was fine. Let me tell you what that does to me. Like, you're not finna be with me and tell me, oh, when you were with her, she was fine. So I not fine. You know, like, am I not fine? Like, why are you with me? You get me? So, like, you're not finna do that with me. Like, if you're with me, I should be the finest, beautiful, everything in your eyes. You're not finna tell me that she's fine, or when I was with her, she was fine. So what about me? I remember this person, we were kind of dating.
Right.
And this person is like, oh, I was with this girl, and that girl was the most beautiful girl. And I'm like, yo, you're here dating me, right? And you're telling me that is the most beautiful girl on earth to you? That was a turn off. I didn't want to. That was just a turn off for me. I didn't want to hear anything after that. I was like,
there are even sometimes things guys do. You know, that's a total turn off. They ask you like, "How was your ex?" or you know, questions like that, and I'd be like, "Oh, he was good." You know, just to you like, why you ask? That's not questions.
What does my ex have to do with you?
Exactly, bro. What did I be given? I given answers that will raise your blood. Because you're not supposed to be asking any question like this, you know. And
I'm known to be that petty. I'm known to be like that. I'm called a smart
mouth.
Smart mouth. I can't see the other word. I've always been called a smart mouth person. And I always have these answers I give. Like I don't even think about it. As soon as you tell me, I have a response for you. And that's what I do. And in my relationship, that has always been a problem, because it's like, Shanice is never serious, or Shanice always has something
to say.
Disrespectful to say. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful.
I'm just
you're being disrespectful by asking me ridiculous questions, first of all.
Right.
So when I give you an answer that you didn't know you weren't expecting, you calling me disrespectful.
Right.
Another issue for me. Mm-hmm. I don't hate it, but I feel like there are situations where I've seen guys, like, you know, if an ex of theirs, like, you can tell there's still chemistry between them.
Right.
And they bringing you around, or they bringing the ex around you, or they bring you around the ex or whatever. And I've seen situations like that where the moment is just awkward. That
has never happened to me where somebody would bring an ex around, and all three of us or the four of us, you know, we all there to get a connection. Like, nah, I don't want to be in the same space. I mean, she could have been a friend of mine, and I didn't know that she was. Well, no, I probably chill with my friend. That's my friend. Right. You know, but at the same time, like, y'all dealt with each other,
right?
So I don't trust that.
So listen, would it be an issue for you? Would it be an issue to hang out with your person's ex and your ex together, like the four of you hanging out? Would it be an issue?
Like, are you saying if,
like, just say hang out, the four of y'all,
like your
person's ex and then
my ex,
your ex?
So are you saying that my ex is dating my person's ex?
Yeah.
And the four, what, sis?
Well, a whole piece of mix up.
Nah, that's a whole mix up. That's a whole mix up. That is a whole mix up that we don't need. Because probably he would be watching me and she would be watching him, you
Right.
know, they wouldn't be focused on each other. They would be focused on us.
But how do you know that?
How do I know that? Because if I was dating my ex-boyfriend's girlfriend's, okay, this is okay. Okay, so if I'm dating my ex-boyfriend's current girlfriend ex, and you know the same thing for, you know, the person that I'm dating, you know, and the four of us go out, I will not be focused on him, the person I'm out with. I'm gonna be focused on her and him.
Why though?
And I'm gonna be like, I'm a jealous person, girl.
Oh, so wait.
I'm a jealous
Wait
person.
a second. So what? You done with your ex?
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
But because he's out with another girl, it bothers you.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Yes,
it's
it
just,
does.
It's just that
Yes, it
the
does.
four of us being out, and it's just a X scenario.
A mix-up.
It's a mix up. You know, like we just go out on a blind date, the four of us, and it's like, well, not a blind date, but a date, like how they call it, couples night out or something like that.
Double date.
Double date, right? And it's like, I'm
You
gonna be
can't
watching.
focus.
I'm gonna be watching the two of you. Like, what does she got?
Let me
You
tell
know
you,
what I
I
mean?
would pretend that I don't even know you. I would be all over my person. Let me tell you, I would make you see what you're missing. And that's me. If I'm done with you, and I don't know why people like, especially when they move on and they see their ex, they like to try to impress. I don't have time for that. You're my ex for a reason.
No, I'm gonna. Let me tell you, I walking by and I starting to step all gangster walk. I just
If
give. I starting to
impress
walk
you,
like one model.
If I wanted to impress you, I'd have been with you. The
What?
fact that you're my ex, I have nothing to
Nah,
prove
let
to
me
you or
tell
to
you.
impress
The
or
fact
whatever.
that you my ex now, I have to be like, look at what you lost, darling.
No, I don't have time for that. You're gonna see my progress, but it has nothing to do with you. I'm not gonna try to burn you or impress you with it. But had I been out with my person
Right.
on that double date, best believe that my ex would get no attention, no eye contact.
I mean,
not even hi, hello.
I
no.
wouldn't really. You have to say hi, hello. It's a
Well,
double
yeah,
date.
I can say hi, hello, but I would not hold conversations.
Conversation.
I would be so into the person I'm out with, like you would be wondering
Yeah.
what is wrong with me.
I mean, I will be into my person, you know, but then my brain will be.
But why?
'Cause-
Because that's your ex, and that's the thing. And people find it offensive when I say that. Maka bue vomi mwe. I don't drink my vomit. If I vomited something,
That's
I
not
will
a
not.
vomit. That's not a vomit. There's a difference. There ain't no
Oh
vomit
my
there.
gosh! But I'm just saying. That's what I call it. I'm not saying that the person is vomit or
I
whatever.
know,
I'm
but
just saying whatever I let go of, I'm not going to get back.
far
And I've
as if
seen-
it's one of those hunker
it could have
exes.
been a hunky. Let me tell you, those things, physical appearance and all of that, it doesn't impress me. I like good personalities. I like good hearts. You get me? I like
I feel you.
I like
but,
ambitious
yeah.
people. I like people who set goals for themselves.
Right.
Intellectually, like where we can sync, like we have that connection,
Right.
and your energy matches mine. We
Yeah.
on the same, we operate on the same frequencies and all. Like that's my kind of vibe. You see somebody just no. We supposed to have some type of chemistry, first of all. And I'm not about to go and try and impress you because you're my ex. I remember I was at a wedding.
Right.
I was at a wedding. Big up to you, Valin. Had an amazing time.
Oh,
at
that
your
was
wedding. Right.
Wow.
So
She
I'm at
had-
the wedding, right?
Not to stop flawless, but she had the most beautiful bouquet
I know, right? I took the bouquet. Oh.
because you're taller.
Right. Anywho, so I'm at the wedding. Right? I got to the wedding and all of that.
Right.
I was dressed really nice. I had a nice dress. My
She
hair,
was.
I was.
Her hair,
I was
everything.
popping.
Woo.
I'm not gonna lie. Right? I got to the wedding. When I get there, I see my ex. He was one of the
You
groomsmen.
did?
Yeah, he was one of the groomsmen. I'm like, okay, unbothered. I didn't even stare. When I looked, I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't bothered by it. I wasn't moved. I didn't feel any type of
Right.
way because that is my ex. It's been about 3 years now.
Right.
So I'm looking. I'm sitting down and stuff. I had to sing. I got up to sing and all of that.
Right.
Yeah, people cheered for me. So whilst I'm singing, I'm looking in the crowd. His now girlfriend is screw. Her face is why
Damn.
why you wrinkling up your face for
Because
me?
you pretty and you can sing,
It doesn't
sis.
matter, but I'm like, so I disregarded all of those things. I was like, blah, I'm not even bothered, right?
All right.
So we go to the reception.
Mm-hmm.
At the reception, my mom doesn't even know who she is.
Right.
So my mom is like, Shanice, there's somebody looking at you.
Mm.
I'm like, Mom, who is looking at me? She's like, this girl over there. Who's she? My mom was like, the girl is looking at you. Her face has been upset the entire night. She's been looking at you, screw, blah, blah, blah. When I turned in around, I seen this girl. My presence upset your day so much you cannot even eat the entire night you watching me. You don't see that that's ridiculous.
And I was telling a guy that the other night not to stop you, but you can continue now. I'm gonna say what I was telling him.
But what I was saying, like, my presence upsets you so much.
Right.
I didn't for once look at your person. Your person passed up and down by me. My ex I'm talking about passed up and down by me.
Right.
I didn't pay any attention. I didn't look your way, anything like that. Had it not been for my mom told me that there was somebody looking at me, and my mom is the type of person she's nobody messes around with her kids. So she's very observant, and she saw the person watching me, and she just got really upset. Had it not been for my mom, I would never know that there was somebody looking at me screw the entire night. When after my mom told me that, I started observing for myself, and I realized that she is looking at me, and I'm like, but to myself, I'm saying, like, why are you doing that? I've never uttered a word to you. I've never said anything to you. You got with him. You had a baby and all that. You won.
Aww.
You won. And I'm happy. I like that he has a baby. I feel like he's more mature. I feel like he has better opportunities because I've heard that her family has and blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Which is good. Like, kudos to you. All the best. But don't tell me, I've never looked for any type of role with you. I've never said anything to you. But my presence upsets you so much that you can't even eat. You're sitting down there the whole night watching me like you want to fly on me. So I had a thing, right?
Right.
Earlier that day, I ended up, it was a garden wedding. I didn't know. So I went to the wedges. I don't know if you know what wedges are. I went to wedges and all of that, but there were like tiles on the grass, and it wasn't just me. It was 4 of us. We almost fell, but I took the most block, right? Because I had wedges on, so it went on us that I didn't fall, but my ankle kind of got twisted, right? So I was walking on it and all of that, but when we went to the reception, I sat. When I sat, your blood cools down. And then my ankle was swollen. It was bad. I couldn't walk on it or anything. So, and I like to pick up the people. I can't even remember where we were, but it was past the golf course, Sandals golf course. It was a really nice place and all of that. I think they usually have weddings there. The staff there, they were really nice. They came to me. They poured cold water all over my ankle. There was this guy who took off his tie to give it to me to tie the cold towels and all that. It was really nice. And I sat down on a chair. They decorated the chair for me. It wasn't even my wedding, and they were bringing me drinks and hors d'oeuvres the entire night. It was it was nice. Like, they really took care of me, being that I got injured and all of that. And I don't know if it's all of that really got to her, right?
Right.
Because I was feeling like one princess. My mom was by my side, my brother was on the other side, and everybody was just feeling sorry for me and bringing stuff for me and cheesecake and ice cream and all of that. And
you little princess.
She's sitting down like, boy, like she's screwed and she doesn't know what to do. Like,
tell me your soul don't laugh.
I was laughing on the inside.
Okay.
But I was laughing because, like I said, I've had no issue with you.
Right.
The first time I ever saw the girl, she saw me grossly, and she turned her nose up at me and stuff. I wasn't bothered. I just turned my head.
Right.
Tiny matters, you know?
I mean,
so like,
if it is somebody that I have a connection with,
then fine.
Then, I mean, as I said, it's an ex. And if we had a good connection and we left on a good base, if I see you, I'm going to walk by you and I'm going to give you that walk. I'm going to be like, hey, and walk and give you that walk away. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if it's somebody, like,
like, I saw the dude on a vehicle, he said hi to me, and I was like, hi, and I just turned my head. I didn't even look his way. I mean, I find, like, women,
it's just something females do.
Like, let your boyfriends or your present person exes be, especially when they don't want the person they were with already. I mean, had I wanted him, I would have probably still been with him.
Right.
You get me? Like, let them be. Like, you don't look for useless arguments, useless roro, especially if the person not looking for no roro with you. What's the point of upsetting your entire night, your entire week, just because the person is there?
It's not only females with exes or things like that. You just have some females who just have a problem with you, the way you live in your life, the way you live in free, the way you're enjoying it, the way you just doing you, and then you end up in the same event with them or the same place, and it's like the whole mood change, and they're going to sit the entire night watch you enjoy yourself, and they're going to sit and not even think of enjoying themselves.
Alright.
And I've always, posted on Facebook or on Instagram, don't be like, how would I say? Don't feed into negative energy all night long, focusing on somebody that's enjoying themselves.
Exactly.
It makes no sense, because at the end of the day, you're losing on your time. You paid a ticket $80
to go
to come see a show, to come see your favorite artist. You see somebody you don't like.
Salty in a corner because you see somebody you're like.
Are you watching them? Now, let me tell you, I'm not watching them, but I seen them. Because my eyes my eyes can see so many places.
Right.
And it's crazy. I always say, whether you talking to me or not, whether I feel in your vibe or not, just because somebody steps in a building and you don't like their vibe, don't make it switch up your mood. Keep on enjoying yourselves, because it's your night. You don't even know if you're gonna die tomorrow, and you die vexed of a person that not taking you on.
Not even taking you on, and that's my thing. Like, I feel like live your life. Don't focus your energy. Don't waste your time focusing on people who aren't even paying attention to you. It makes no sense. I'm the type of person I like to ignore. You can stand up in a corner and quarrel and get on and do your stuff. As long as you don't touch me, I will never take you on.
Sus.
I will never. That is something I do and I've learned to do, because I've always been a really aggressive person. I've had issues. I remember going to counseling because I was very aggressive.
I never go.
And I didn't know how to control my temper and all of that. You get me? But I've learned a lot, and I'm the type of person at this point in my life. You're not finna come at me, looking at me crazy, and all of that, and expect me to take you on. You can stand up in a corner. You can curl up yourself. I can laugh at you. Best believe I'm petty. I'm very petty. I will laugh at you. I will not entertain nothing you say. All I will do is laugh.
No, let me tell you.
Say, whoa. That is me.
No, let me tell you. Sometimes that's the time where I enjoy myself the most. Like, I probably come out with like $100, and I'd be like, you know what, $50 I want to spend. But just because you finally sit in a corner and be upset because you saw me here tonight, I spend in the whole scene time. I drink so everybody just for you to see. I'm okay, sis. No. I'm okay. No, I petty bad.
I'd rather make her friends buy drinks for me, the male friends.
Wow, look at you.
Look at you.
If I ain't messing with you, I'm not messing with your male friends either. They could stay in a corner.
Let me tell you, not because you. Listen, that's the thing. I don't like enemies. I don't like enemies. I remember there was this time, this girl, I remember the first guy I decided to be with and stuff. Oh, sorry. The first guy I was intimate with.
Right.
I remember he got with this girl, blah, 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 not too long after, and blah, blah, blah. It so happened that, I was hurt by the first experience and blah, blah, blah. It happens. I mean, I'm not the first, I'm not going to be the last, right?
Yeah.
So this girl hates me for some reason. Every time I'm at home singing a song, because he lived right next door, I would have, bra, bra, bra now. So was she singing that song for you? Yeah. And if she's passing on the road or whatever, I mean, when she just started living around, I had no issue with you because I didn't even know you. So I had no issue with her. I would talk to her and try to, hi, are you okay? She was answering me and stuff. After a while, she stopped talking to me, saying, oh, I want her man and all that. I'm like, dude, I'm not even talking to the guy. Do you understand me? He's so in trouble with me. I'm not even taking him on.
Right.
Do you understand? And she was being so ridiculous about the whole situation. And I'm like, yo, I have a low tolerance for Maji. I didn't really take on. Making a kiss with the man every time, saying, oh, I sing. And I remember when that song came out by Carter. Remember when me take your virginity.
Right.
Wait.
Whoop,
I remember
whoop,
when that song just came out. I made a female version to that song. This girl is like, oh, that is what is going on. I remember that, and there was a big argument that day, and somebody ended up reaching in the hospital. Yeah, and all of that. And I'm like, yo, I would never. Like, if I'm with somebody and I feel threatened by another person or intimidated by another person, I would tell my person, I feel threatened, I feel intimidated. Get this feeling out of me. I need your reassurance. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that
I'm
you love
sorry.
me.
I am never threatened.
I do feel intimidated
You
at
do?
times. Especially if you not letting the person know that I'm the person in your life.
Oh.
Of course I'll feel intimidated. But to say just for you to come by yourself.
I don't think anybody will put me in that situation because they know if they do so, what going to happen?
Well,
I'm not going to beat you or anything, and I don't.
Kina, you beat people.
I don't beat people.
Yes,
Don't
you
say
do.
that. Don't say that. I do not do
You
that.
don't want me to put your business on
I do
there?
not do that. Have I ever hit you? Did I what?
Kina,
Have I ever laid a hand on
yeah,
you?
yeah.
You know? So I mean, I've never been in that situation where, you know, me and my guy and there's another girl and I'm not feeling sure or I'm feeling like, you know, what this girl really about. You know? It's only if like, you know, some females like to, you know, dance around and be like, oh, your man messaging me, sweetheart. If him a message you, keep it to yourself.
That's
Cause me
nothing to
want,
do with
me
me.
want, me now want, no.
And that's the thing, right? My man messaging you. You know that's my man. You little silly thing.
Right.
You're entertaining him and you want to go and message me and tell me
Your man.
my man messaging you. Listen, my man, not your man. Huh?
Yeah.
My man
Yeah.
messaging you.
Yeah.
Why don't tell my man stop messaging you?
Exactly.
If you're so
Exactly.
You get me?
Exactly.
What you're trying to do? Trying to break up our relationship and stuff? Because best believe that will not happen. My man and I will not break up over him sending you a silly text message because he probably lost his mind for a few seconds.
I remember hearing the song that says, I have your man and you can. What's the song that says I have your man?
I got
Your man and you can do anything about it. Let me tell you, she made this song, and I believe a year after, she made another song, and she was calling the girl, and she was like, Tanya, come take your man, because me not want him no more. And I was like, check that. And then my grandmother was saying something like this. They have some women who want your man, and sometimes you allow your man to go, but it's like they see pretty face and they see pretty things, but they're not able to take care of the pretty things, and they don't have the, it's like they just want him for a little time.
Yeah, high
and then
maintenance and all
after
that.
they finish do what they do with him and they realize they can't take care of him, they can't take his shit on, they can't do nothing like that, then they want to send him back for you. Now, man, enjoy him.
And that's the thing with men too, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes you see the pretty face, nice body, you know, they're going to the gym and all that. And in your mind, you're like, oh my gosh, my woman is not like that. Mind you, I don't know if you've seen that movie, Why Did I Get Married To?
I think I
Why
have.
Did I Get
I've
Married? Why Did I
one.
Get Married
Yeah,
To?
I think so.
So in that movie, it speaks of, which is a very, I love that movie for that. It speaks of, there was this girl, Sheila. So her husband ended up sleeping with her best friend, and her husband ended up leaving her for the best friend and all of that. So Sheila was considered, to be 80% of what men look for in women, but her best friend at the time was considered 20%. Reason being, Sheila cooks, Sheila cleans, she washes, she takes care of the family, she does what she needs to do, she's a stay-at-home wife, she doesn't spend money like crazy, she invests her money, invests her time properly, she does everything any man would want a woman to do.
Right.
80%, 20% she's missing is she's not as pretty as all the other girls. She's big. She's, you know, she has her flaws like every other woman. So there, 20% comes along, right?
20%.
20% looks good when you're not getting 20% from your 80%. That is foreign to you. You've seen 20% as something you've never seen before, and you want to take a taste of it because the 80% not showing you the 20% you need. Because like I told you, Sheila was big.
Selfish.
All of that. So this guy decides to move in with the best friend and blah, blah, blah.
They have no best friend. We're not calling her best friend.
Sheilah's ex-best friend, right?
Not
So he falls
non-friend.
sick. He falls sick, right?
right.
Gets cancer. The best friend leaves with all the money.
Why does that sound like? It almost sounds like what happened in Medea, though. But continue.
In Medea's. Oh yeah, like
A diary of a black woman.
Yeah, of a mad black woman. Yes. So yeah, like it was similar to that, and I think that Why Did I Get Married is also a Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
okay.
So yeah, so he ends up getting cancer, and the best friend leaves him, and all of that. So afterwards, he's coming back to Sheila and telling Sheila, "Well, I miss you." So I'm like, you had the 80%, bro. You had a woman that would she withdrew every the last cent on her account to invest
Chey.
in your business, decided not to go back to school because she wanted to give you the money so you can start your business. She put her dreams on hold so you can start your business. In the movie, I remember him telling her to drive up to the vacation spot because her butt was too big or whatever. And it was really embarrassing. He didn't want to pay for an extra seat, blah, 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 telling her she looking like I remember she bought an outfit trying to impress him. And she told him, she told her she looked like a cow. In the outfit, and I felt that in my heart, in my stomach, in my head, in my
pores. It doesn't only happen to men are not the only ones who do these kind of things. Sometimes you have a man and he giving you that 80%, but that 20% he missing.
And instead
of appreciating that 80%, you go for pretty boy, but pretty boy don't want to maintain you. Pretty boy just want to be eating and that's it. Right. So I feel like sometimes we actually need to pay attention and appreciate people more for what they are and not what they appear to be.
Yeah, appreciate the good we have. We really need to start appreciating the good and not just look at what we don't have, or look at the negative sides of it. Look at the positive, because most times the positive outweighs the negatives. The good outweighs the bad, but no. And that's the thing as human beings. We like to focus on the negative. Why do we like to do that? Sometimes the most good things could be happening. The minute a bad thing happens, it's like we forget every good thing that ever happened, and all we want to focus on is on the bad.
Right.
We forget about everything. We forget. Jules just gave me and told me that's true.
That's true.
But it's true. The minute the bad thing happens, we could be getting it good for years.
Yeah.
The 1 year something happens, or we don't get it the way we wanted, we expected to get it, is like nothing has ever been good. We complain, and things we never made an issue before, we're making an issue. Why do we do that?
And that's why I say, if I have to be in a relationship, if we together for 4 years, we're not perfect human beings, and we have to, start accepting that it's the truth. We're not perfect. Mistakes going to happen, whether you want them to happen or whether you don't want to happen. And that's why the person is telling me, don't live with expectations, because sometimes you live with expectations and your expectations keep you back from realizing reality. So it's like, you're with this person for years and you're not expecting this person to cheat. But then again, you have to remember that there are bad energy everywhere, and temptation is always there. It is you to pick what to do and what not to do, but then temptation is there, and then we fall short sometimes. So if my partner, to say after 3 years, cheats on me, it's either you want to fix this or you don't, and we go on our separate ways. Right.
And it's that simple. But I'm the type of person, after I've invested time, energy, money, everything into a relationship, you cheating once is not going to make me leave you.
I'm telling you, it's you cheating 2 times or 3 times and not owning up to what you're doing.
The continuation of it is what is going to make me leave you. People, we're human beings. People fall short every day. There's temptation all around. We can't help it. Like, it happens.
Right.
If you own up to your mistake and you said, babe, I was wrong. If I find out, I wouldn't expect you to go into
And that's the thing. Don't make me find out on my own too.
No,
come to me straight up and be like...
No, because it's hard to, especially if it was just a mistake, and it's hard to hurt the person you love. If I find out and I ask you and you tell me no, that is something different.
Right.
You understand? But if, like, I find out and then you admit, well, hey, I did this and that, of course it's going to. Of course I'm going to cry for 3, 6, 7, 20 nights. You get me? Of course it's going to hurt me.
Of course, exactly, because, again, we're human, so it's going to hurt. It's going to, because you never expected this. But this is why, I'm going to shout out the boy, Gage.
Big up yourself, dude!
He always says, don't live for expectations. When you live for expectations, sometimes
you get disappointed.
And
that's the thing.
Yeah.
We like to, our expectations are always way up there.
High.
And that is where
we fall short.
That is wrong. You can't live your life with all those expectations. You're setting yourself up for a heartache and heartbreak. And it's always important to prepare for the worst, but plan for better. Prepare for the worst, but you're planning for better.
Actually, we were watching the Celestine Prophecy, but I know you were not paying attention to the movie.
I was kind of. I picked up a lot on it, especially with energies and stuff. And some stuff that has been like I saw in the movie. The
Right.
scholars, what's the name of it?
The Celestine prophecy.
Guys, I suggest you really you go and look up that movie.
I mean,
there
it's
isn't-
boring.
It's not.
It's no. Let me. I just
It's
gonna put it out there.
interesting.
No, you just have to say it straight up. The movie is boring. But if you sit and you watch it with an open mind, then it becomes interesting
Yeah.
because it's not a movie that
I think it's boring to people who don't understand
exactly
what it's about.
why you have to sit. Yeah.
Right. Anybody who's interested in laws of attraction and energies and astral projection and those types of stuff,
Right.
and actually seeing energies
Yeah.
in the atmosphere,
Because
in
it
the universe.
actually tells you about the 9 insights.
Right.
And then what I was coming to tell you is, it's a mistake to think the worst before it's happening. Take a chance to think deeper thoughts. There's a silver lining in everything.
Right.
So that's from the Celestine
in
prophecy.
yeah. They're all like they're actually 10 insights now because remember the 10 insights.
All
was
right,
at
right.
the end of the
But they
movie.
just never.
They
nobody.
never really said what it was.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they're going to make a second part to it.
I'm hoping. I
I'm
can't wait to.
hoping, yeah. But guys, it is a really informative movie. It speaks of energies, laws of attraction, and just astral projection. Even astral projection is when they actually they use their energies to block them off, and
All right.
that actually happens. I know it sounds crazy, but it actually happens. I'm not going to say how it happens. If you guys want to know, you better go and research it by yourself.
Go see the
I'm
movie.
not about to
fam.
let anybody call me a mad crazy person. Yeah, but it's very interesting. I learned a lot from it, and the reason I am keen enough, I wasn't paying attention because I was on my phone, but I was listening.
Oh.
And the reason why I was really into it, really intrigued by it, is because it speaks of energies. And you guys know that I'm big on energies, and a lot of what they were doing and showing is stuff I've been trying to practice on my own. I
The
haven't
meditation. And
not just meditation, but actually seeing
the energy
seeing
flow.
energy flows and all
Right.
of that's been somewhat successful, somewhat. Also with astral projection. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this in air.
I am
But
really.
I've been somewhat successful with
Right.
that as well. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard, especially
It is.
when you're trying to decode to encode. You're decoding yourself from what we've been taught, what society has taught us, or what we've known. When you're trying to decode to encode to start learning new things and bringing new things into your mind and all of that, it's very hard. But I mean, it's a process. It's take it a day at a time and all of that. But you guys should really go check out that movie.
I'm telling you.
Thank you, Kina, for introducing me.
Girl,
to it.
you welcome. Because
Yeah.
I was introduced to, let's shout out Makari, because he's the one.
Big
who-
result, big
He's the one who introduced me to the movie, and he was like, if you see the movie, your mind is going to open. And I was like, okay. You know, a couple of nights passed by, and I was like, do I really want to see this movie? I saw the trailer, and I was like, I'm not really into that.
Right.
And then he came like a week after, and he was like, have you seen the movie? And I'm like, nah.
Right.
He's like, I tell you to watch the movie. Huh? So, I sat back like after midnight, probably about the same time we did last night.
What were you by your uncle's?
No, I was home. I was
okay.
Mon Repos. Yeah.
Right.
And I just sit back and I was on the laptop and I'm like, let me see what this movie's about. And it's like, it's crazy with all the things that it teaches you, with how to deal with people, with society, with the government, you know, people in religion, and it just tells you how you have to take all that energy in. And you know, bruh, it's so crazy because you being your individual person, you gotta really explain it. Somebody has to actually watch it, you know.
Now, and the reason I could have related to it so much is because, well, I've been studying energies
love
and
energy.
all of that. And I remember there have been a few situations where before I was able to protect my aura and protect my energy, there were situations where people used to drain me. Being around certain people, just speaking to them used to literally drain. I used to feel weak.
Because they have the power. I think because I put that on my status. Let me look it up.
I allowed them to puncture my aura,
Right.
and to start sucking up my energy, which was wrong, and I didn't know better at the time, you know. But there are people who naturally wouldn't let anybody interrupt their energy flow or anything like that. But it was hard for me being, I guess the way I was raised to, how I was brought up, I wasn't as confident. I didn't have much self-esteem and all of that. So so it was something that I had to work on for myself, and now I find myself I'm way stronger. My energy flow is always clear and
Right.
free and clean. I don't let anybody interfere with my aura, my happiness, my
Mhm.
well-being.
Yeah.
It's always there are times I feel stressed out,
And that is the
but then
fourth
I just try to
That is the fourth insight, because it says from this perspective, we can see that humans have always felt insecure and disconnected from this secret source.
right.
And they have tried to take energy by dominating each other.
Which
This
is wrong.
struggle is responsible for all human conflict. So
Right.
basically, it's what happens. You could
Right.
you could literally suck somebody's
Somebody's
energy
energy.
out of them and drain them to a point where they just feel like,
Depressed.
yeah,
And I want you guys to try this, right? We have just about 2 more minutes with you.
right,
I want you guys to try this. Whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're feeling, or even if somebody's in pain,
right,
I want you to go out into the open, someplace with a lot of trees, nature, and
nature,
all of that,
some beauty,
and focus, breathe. First of all, make sure you breathe properly, and
That's-
focus on that spot in the center of your head.
yeah,
Can you hear me? Focus on that spot in the center of your head. And whatever it is you want to happen, repeat only that in your mind. You can say it out in the open too, but somebody might think you're crazy.
yeah,
Repeat only that in your mind. Focus only on that. Ask for the energies to do what they have to do through you, with
And
you,
just
for
let
you.
everything go, you know.
Let
Let your
everything go.
thoughts, everything.
Clear your mind, cleanse your aura, and just try it out.
Meditate,
And
yeah.
I swear, and Dahlia, if you're listening, you know it is something I've done for you.
Yeah,
Whenever she has headaches, tummy aches, any kind of ache,
it is true.
and I do that, it stops instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm dead serious.
Yeah,
It actually stops. The
Right.
first time it happened, it scared me.
yeah.
The second time, I knew.
It never scared me. I feel because I have always been acquainted with energy. You know, I just never knew that I could suck somebody's energy and somebody could suck
we had
mine.
so much control over
Or
the
you know, I
energies.
never knew that all these stuff. But then I always meditated being young. I think it's because of the asthma, because I always used to, you know, have to stay on a calm. So it's
Right.
because of that. And then it's like, you know how some people say they could meditate, calm themselves down, and find themselves in another world and sit there and meditate
Astral projection.
for days. Right, that's the word. For days they sit there and they just meditate without eating, or they just chill in that spot. And it actually happens. I'm not trying to sound crazy.
She's
you know?
not.
But
Like,
I've
it
never
happens.
done it for days, but I've done it for like hours and just meditate. And it does bring you into another world where you understand reality and everything else.
Everything looks different. Everything is better. Everything is clearer. And that's the beauty of meditation and learning about your energy and learning how to focus your energy, learning how to protect
Your energy.
your energy and all of that, and building up a force field, your aura, making sure it's clean and cleansed. and
Not
all
only
of
that, teaching you how to be peaceful, how to be a better person. Because when you get a chance to understand energy and all the sacred sources
You
of the
look at everything
universe,
differently.
you look,
You see
you more
everything
humble
differently.
and more calm.
You're not judgmental anymore.
Right? And I mean, you don't get annoyed quickly as usual,
would,
you
yeah,
know?
you would more laugh at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the reason I always laugh, and everybody's like, Shani, she never take anything,
Anything
seriously.
serious.
Blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I'm not going to let anything get
Bother
to
me. Tell me.
That is what I'm doing, because it's not about to happen. But guys, unfortunately, the time in St. Lucia University is in Caribbean,
It's 4 p.m.
4:02 to be exact.
4:02 p.m.
Yeah, so guys, this is the end of Two Girls and a Mic.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Right.
We're definitely going to be back here tomorrow. I'm going to be in from 12 to 4. Kina is going to be in from 3 to 7. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.
Of course, we just want to, you know, recap real quick. So guys, you know,
We
first of
spoke
all,
about
if you like somebody,
say it, make
say
it
it straight up.
clear.
If you like somebody, put up your hand and tell them it's not alright.
Hey,
It doesn't hurt or hurt at all. You know, tell the person straight up.
Right.
And you know, never be too quick to, you know, toss your energy over just because you see somebody you don't like in a crowd. Don't.
Right.
And keep on enjoying yourself, because it could be your last night, you know?
Right.
And last but not least, keep your peace and meditate.
Protect your aura, protect
Right.
your energy. Don't let anybody get to you or anything like that, guys. So thank you guys for listening. Gonna be
Thank
back
you.
here tomorrow. In the words of Rashad, thank you, Hits
Nation.
Nation, for listening. And see you guys right back here tomorrow. Don't forget that Asylum and Suzette is going to be on from 11 to 12, for an episode of Man versus Woman. Always crazy, always crazy. So guys, tune in for that. Again, that starts from 11 to 12. I come in from 12 to 4, but from 3 to 4, Kina is going to be with me. And then after that, from 4 o'clock onwards, Kina is going to hold it down for the maximum overdrive.
Yes.
So guys, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.